JK, no. JK, this can't be happen. His eyes get teary. He's not scared of Adam, but worried about Ryan and you. JK, I have to do something. He was speechless and out of mind. He heard footsteps and immediately wiped away his tears. He grabbed the phone from the floor and kept it inside the desk and closed it. He took some files in his hand, pretending everything is okay. His Hyung knocked on the door and he said, "Get in, Hyung." Taehyung came inside the cabin along with Jimin and other members. JK nervously smiled at them. JK, you all here? Taehyung, yeah, we just came. What were you doing? JK, me? I was just checking some files. Taehyung nodded. They said, JK, Hyung, I need your help. He was about to tell him everything, then suddenly Adam's word flashed in his mind. All I want is only you. You have to come alone. Don't try to be smart and accept the fate. Without mom, it's all boring, right? Taehyung, Jungkook? He got no response. Jungkook, ah? Taehyung called him, making him snap out of thoughts. Were you lost? JK, nothing, Hyung. Hyung, can you look after the work? Taehyung and other members rolled their eyes. Cause today I have to go out with Ryan. Jimin, yeah, don't worry. We will look after the remaining work. You can go. Every member nodded and JK said, JK, thanks Hyung, and yeah, please work extra today. Tomorrow we have meeting, right? Taehyung and others nodded. He somehow managed to make them stay longer. He nodded and left the place. Taehyung looked at his back with an expressionless face. Yoongi, isn't he behaving strange today? Jimin, yeah, he didn't even mess with me. Taehyung just listened at them, still looking at the door. Hosok, maybe Yoon scolded him. Jimin and other laughed teasingly. Mrs. Kim and Mrs. Lee were sitting in the hall. JK hurriedly came inside. Mrs. Kim, what happened? JK nodded as nothing. JK, where is Yumi and Taehyung? Mrs. Lee, they are playing with their grandpa. She pointed towards the kitchen and Jungkook peeked his head. He saw Mr. Kim laughing and Taehyung Yumi playing sitting on the dining table. He sighed in relief and then Mrs. Kim raised her eyebrows. Mrs. Kim, is everything fine? Jungkook nodded. Yoon and Ryan went out and didn't return it. Did you saw them? JK, actually, Yoon and Ryan are going out with us, so we will be late. Mrs. Lee and Mrs. Kim nodded. Mrs. Kim, no problem. Dad can take care of those little versions. Jungkook faked a smile and rushed toward his room. He changed his clothes into a suit and he pulled his nightstand. There was a box. He opened it and there was a gun placed inside. Jungkook made a serious face and kept the gun in his waistband. Jungkook, no matter what happened, I will save you both. Suddenly his eyes falls on the frame placing beside the bed. It's JK, Yoon and Yumi's photo. He weakly smiled at the frame. JK, he can't win against me. His face again turned into a serious one as he remembered of Adam. He keeps the gun inside and walks out. Mrs. Kim and Mrs. Lee saw Harry Jungkook walking downstairs. Mrs. Kim, aren't you taking guards with you? JK, no mom, I have to. I mean, me and Yoon are going alone and Vi and Yoon are also waiting for me, so I have to go now. Mrs. Kim, be safe. JK nodded. Mrs. Lee, he looked tensioner. Mrs. Kim looked at JK back with an expressionless face. He was riding the car at the speed. That's when he got a call to his other phone. JK lifted the call but didn't say anything. He kept the phone near his ear. He just listened with a serious face. Adam, Mr. 𝐦𝐚𝐿, you have to come fast. Do you think I can wait forever? Nah, I have lack of patience level. Reach here before I do something with you. He chuckles. JK, I'm doing as you said, but if you try to do something to them, then trust me, I will kill you mercilessly. Even your father in the hell can't recognize you. Adam, you still have guts to fake dialogue even though your family is at risk. Good, good, Mr. Jungkook. I like your attitude. Let's see if you will still have the guts to talk back after reaching here. He cuts the call. JK, I swear he is not gonna stay alive today. He mumbled. He entered the basement looking round, making a serious face. His eyes were red, his veins were popping out. He made a fist while walking. Since it was dark, he bumped into a rock. He looked back at the rock on the ground and then looked around. He saw no one. Jungkook, Adam, I'm here as you said, and I'm alone. Now if you have enough guts, come in front of me. He said in a loud voice. Since it was quiet, his voice sounds like a loudspeaker. Jungkook, Adam, I know you can hear me. If you're a man, come in front of me. He was about to speak again, but suddenly light flashed directly into his eyes. He covered his eyes, placing his hand in front of his face. But then he saw a figure walking towards him along with a bunch of guards behind. Jungkook glared at him and made a tight fist. The man walked towards him, puffing a cigarette. He was wearing sunglasses too. The man stopped walking when he reached Jungkook, and his guards stood behind him holding guns in their hands. The man took out the cigarette from his mouth and threw it on the floor, smashing the toxic thing under his shoes. Adam, it's really nice to meet you, Mr. John Jungkook, he said, giving shake hand. Jungkook just glared at him without moving. Jungkook, I'm not here to do a partnership with you. Where are Yoon and Bayan? Adam left a dark chuckle. Wow, you still remember them? Well, he clapped looking behind and two guards came with Yoon and Bayan. Yoon, Jungkook, she shouted and he looked at her. Jungkook, I did as you said, you better let them go, he said looking at Adam. Adam, oh sure, of course. Free them. The guards lifted their hands and JK looked at them. Yoon and Van frowned their eyes and hesitantly walked front, but again the two guards blocked the way. Jungkook looked at Adam. Adam laughed and replied, Adam, do you really think I will let them go that easily? Nah, nah. JK made a tight fist. His right hand means popping out like they're gonna explode today. Jungkook, just fucking don't test my patience, he said annoyingly, closing his eyes. Adam, I love it, Jungkook. I love when you get mad because of me. He stopped when Jungkook took out his gun pointing at Adam. Oops, Jungkook. One more move, I will shoot you. Adam made an impressive face while JK frowned his eyes. Adam, impressive, but you made a mistake, John Jungkook, he said, shrugging his shoulders and sminked. Jungkook frowned his eyes, but then a guard came from behind and hit Jungkook with the iron step on his head, making him hiss in pain and fall on his knees. Yoon, no, Jungkook! She kicked, punched the guard who was holding her and tried to run towards Jungkook, but the guard was beast. Ryan, where are you, Taehyung? She mumbled with a weak voice. Adam, that's why you should think twice before taking the wrong step, he said, looking at Jungkook. Jungkook, I won't forgive you even if you beg for life, he said, looking up at him with dark eyes. Adam, you still have hopes, poor you. He looked behind and said, Adam, take his gun away. The guard moved front and snatched the gun from Jungkook. Jungkook slowly got up and stands. Jungkook, trust me, you're gonna beg in front of me. Adam, say the one who is begging in front of me now to leave his precious family. Yoon, I'll fucking kill you if you dare to say something to him, she shouted. Adam, Omo, I'm scared, he said, mocking Yoon and looking at Jungkook. Must be your wife, right? Jackie glared at him and Adam whispered in his ears. I wonder how she tastes. That's all. Jungkook blood boiled and he made a tight fist and punched hard on Adam's face, making him almost fall on ground. Adam guards moved front to attack Jungkook. Then Adam said, Adam, chill guys, brother is just got pissed off. JK held Adam collar and said, I'm saying last time you better leave them and fight like a man instead with the help of those assholes, pointing at bodyguards. Adam, man right, he looked at his right side and suddenly punched Jungkook. Before Jungkook walked to him, Adam kicked at Jungkook's stomach, making him move back. Adam, finish him, he said and turned it back. A guard handed him a cigarette. Another guard was pointing the gun towards Jungkook on his heart. The gun sound surrounded the air. Adam springs and turned his face back, but his springs faded away and his cigarette falls on the ground. Jungkook smacked at the guard and the guard falls on the ground. Jungkook turned towards Adam, facing him while smirking. Adam frowned his eyebrows, seeing Jungkook alive. Cause he heard the gun sound. That's when Taehyung walked front from behind Jungkook. Probably Taehyung shot the guard from behind, right on his stomach. Taehyung, Mr. Me, he smirked. Adam laughed. Coward, I tell you to come alone, but you bring your so-called brother with you 'cause you are scared. Such a scared coward you are. Jungkook springs and struggles his shoulders, saying, Jungkook, who said that I told them about this? Adam frowned his eyes.